Hey y'all, this is Love and Hip Hop Season 5, Episode 6. Like, share, subscribe. Okay, 1K subscriber gift giveaway. That's what you gotta do. First off, y'all, it's Mr. Peter and Amina Hankey, and they're in their apartments in Yonkers. So, Amina's all in. She's all giddy giddy. She's got a midriff on. Okay, Love and Hip Hop, the franchise, editing is so fucked up. Like, why don't y'all realize that we notice these things? This girl got a midriff on, no stomach, but last episode she just had the baby. Okay, so she's sitting down. She's talking about how she loves their daughter and how she can't wait till her daughter get old enough. They gonna be talking about Peter, and Peter's like, you know what? I said that I was gonna be honest with you, so but I messed up. I gotta be honest with you now because I done went and I kind of told a lie. And okay, I'm like, kind of, Peter, you kind of told a lie. You kind of told a big ass lie. And she was like, and he's like, I went to Barbados. And Tara and the boys came along with me. She was like, really, Peter? Really, Peter? You... And I know you probably had sex with her every night. I don't even want to know because all you're going to do is lie about it. And Peter, I don't even want to know. I guess I just never know. Okay, Amina. You should know by then that it's time to leave this nigga. He left you while you were 9 months pregnant, due any day. And he left you to go on a romantic trip. Okay, it wasn't for the boys. Boys would have been going to Disney World, Disneyland, Kings Island, Coney Islands, hell, Six Flags. Okay? Anything but some dang on romantic Barbados. So she's like, really? And he's like, look, okay, Peter, Tara don't want me no more. So I just want my little family. All right, let's just work on that. She was like, no, it's too late for that, Peter. It's too late, Peter. And he's like, look, you need to relax, okay? We are going to work on us. It's going to be all great. And she's like, no, Peter, it's too late. I'm going to just go in there and I'm going to just go hold my baby. I'm just done with you. So later on, Miss Amina decides that she want to go have a talk with Tara. So Tara meets up with Amina. They out getting some need to talk, and Amina wants to know what the hell is going on. Tara was like, look, okay, you really just need to take responsibility for your part in this. Okay, you knew that he had a family, and she was like, you keep saying that I knew that he had a family, but you knew he had a family when you got with him too. And she was like, this is not about me. Let's not go there, okay? I didn't have kids with him till 7 years later. I didn't end up having kids with him right out the gate. Bitch, Tara, really? That's your excuse? I didn't have kids with him immediately. That makes you any better? You knew, and you said that if y'all want to see the damn interview with Tara a year and a half ago when she was on the Breakfast Club, and she said that she met Peter around when she was a college student or whatever like that. And he had a woman, he had a fiance, and they had 2 daughters, okay? And they lived in New Orleans. And she knew, and she even told the woman, look, me and him together, okay? We doing we friends, but we doing our due. So she knew that he had a woman, he had a family, and you didn't care. Now you getting your payback. Stop it, ho. Don't be talking about something. Oh, don't bring up my past. You got some serious nerve. Some serious nerve, Tara. Once I heard that interview, okay, on last season, I was like, oh no. I ain't got no sympathies for these hoes. None at all, whatsoever. Okay, you brought this on yourself. This is just your payback. How you get them is how you lose them. You were Amina 13 years ago. Get over it. So they're sitting there and they're telling each other about all the lies that Peter has told them. And they're starting to realize Peter is the one that we should be mad at. Oh, y'all just not realizing that he been going, oh, Amina was a mistake. Oh, Tara, it's just really hard to get rid of her and the boys. She's been going through a lot, and it's just bulls that men just be telling lies, just lies, okay, playing games. I'm glad y'all both came to y'all senses. Now I hope you come and get some more sense and realize that y'all need to stop messing with Peter completely, all together. Cut him out. Okay, y'all form a bond or whatever, be cordial, because y'all kids are siblings now. And y'all ain't gotta go through Peter for y'all siblings, for y'all kids to bond. Alright? Fuck Peter. Y'all don't need him. Okay? So that's it with Amina and Tara. Alright, so next is Miss Yandy. Now Miss Yandy is mad because she then went to little Mandisi's school to go pick him up. She was sitting out there for 2 hours when she realized, after she done called about 15 people, she realized who took him. And Mandisi's like, who took him? She was like, his mom took him. Okay, because y'all got into an argument. She went up to the school and take him. And they was like, why would she do that? She's never picked him up from school before. So y'all, little Mandisi's, okay, his mama has been MIA for the majority of his life. She decided that it was not the right time for her to have little Mandisi's, and she wanted to go finish school and go on about her life while Mandisi's and then Yandy take care of a little Mandisi's. Okay, and Mandisi says he needed her the most when he was in jail to help take care of their son. But everybody, Yandy, Mandisi's mama, okay, the grandma, everybody helped take care of little Mandisi's except for his mama. And he's like, I tried to let her, she called me, told me she wanted to spend more time with him. Yandy's like, what's the problem with that? He was like, nothing. But the problem is that the terms that she wanted me to become a weekend dad. And fuck that, I don't care what nobody say, it ain't gonna happen. How you gonna come trying to make demands saying, okay, you gonna be a weekend dad and I'm gonna have him the rest of the days of the week? Where do they do that at? You have no experience with being a mother, especially to an 8-year-old. You're going to try to take him from his happy home. I can understand if you want to spend more time with him. Try to throw in a couple more days, an extra day, something like that. You don't try to take him full time from his father and then say, oh, you're going to be a weekend dad. What kind of shit is that? Really? A weekend dad? A weekend dad. That is disrespectful. There are plenty of women and men that wish that the father could be in their child's life. And you gonna say, oh, okay, I don't want you being his full-time parent anymore. I want you to just be his weekend dad. Bitch, something is wrong with you. So Mandisi tell Yandy, look, I can't talk to her. You gonna have to talk to her. Okay. So Yandy's like, well, if it's for my family, I would do it because I don't need all this drama. Yandy go meet up with Samantha. Now this is Mandisi's mama. Little Mandisi's. And, they're all greeting each other. And she's like, I thank y'all for helping out so much, but, I don't like how he just tries to, take my days. Like, I ask to see him sometimes, and he doesn't let me see him. And then, Yandy's like, okay, well, we can work something out with that. And she was like, yeah, because having to go to the courts and stuff like that. And she was like, the courts? She was like, yeah, it might be necessary to go to the courts and get a situation fixed up. And she was like, I just think you and Mendeecees need to communicate better with this, okay? And she's like, I don't know about that. Three people all communicating. It's a bunch of, one big triangle. How about you just be his spokesperson? Yandy's like, well, wait a minute. This thing is really between you and Mendeecees. Y'all laid down together. Y'all had this child. I'm just really an outsider. And she was like, okay, well, I guess I'll talk to him. So she goes, Mendeecees goes and talks to Samantha. Samantha, is letting him know, look, I want him all the time, basically. He's like, that's not going to happen. Why can't you understand that I'm about to go to jail? She's like, I want my days, okay? And if I have to go to court and do it, I'll do it. And he was like, so you going to go to court because I got a case? She was like, yeah. And he was like, okay, fine. You can go to court. We can do that, because I got a case. But we're going to let the kid speak and see who he want to go to. All right? And then what? And she was like, look, I want more time with them. Give her more time, but you coming in here thinking that you gonna take over this whole thing. Not even like asking. I could see if you was asking for 50-50. Okay? But you want majority? Are you crazy? And then, make matters worse, little, Mendeecees was talking about how little Mendeecees used to be crying about how his mother didn't want him. So don't go there. You real foul for that. I agree that you need more time, but you don't need to be greedy with it. Be humble. Realize that another woman that took care of your child all these years, even when the father of your child was gone in jail for a whole year, another woman had been taking care of your child. Be humble about that. Anyways, so we go on to Chink Santana. Now Chink Santana, he going to meet up with Rich. They going to complain about the women in their lives. All right. And, Rich is really done. He's sick of Erica and her childish ways. Okay, so now she's too young for you. Now she's too young for you. These young girls get on your nerves now, huh? So, damn Rich is talking about Erica, all the shenanigans she be pulling. And Chink is like, Chrissy came up to the studio. She started wilding on me while I had artists in there. On top of that, okay, I end up, finding out. She ended up telling me that she had got off of her birth control 3 weeks before she told me. Okay, now I used to, back in the day, I would have dogged her ass. Okay, but all I know is running away, and I gotta be a man now. I really like this girl, so I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna talk to her, and we're gonna work it out. And so Rich is like, okay, so we grown up now. I know that's right. We some grown men, okay? And they take a shot to that. Chink goes and meets up with Chrissy. Well, Chrissy is popping up at the studio. Now, Chink is on some let's work this shit out vibe. And Chrissy is on some I'ma dog you out for the way you was talking to me last time. Talk about how you ain't gonna leave your wife and kids. And Chink is, trying to talk to her. She was like, yeah, I really don't appreciate all that stuff you said to me. He's like, well, wait a minute. Okay. I invited you here so we can work this out. But you talking about something I said to you when we was in an argument, and he switches it on her. And he was like, you know what? he started talking about statuses and frequencies. He said, once you turn this dial up right here and it's up with the other one, then you get feedback. And then your feedback start to not sound right. I'm like, okay, he done lost me. You done lost me, chick. I'm sorry. Could you use a different analogy or something? Where in the world are you like, whew, y'all let me know if y'all was lost on that. Because I definitely was. I'm like, nigga, what? Anyways, so we gonna move on. So we going to Cyn and Mr. Rich. Now Cyn shows up to Rich's mama's house. His mama's house looked. They was just in the backyard, but it looked nice. And she pops up so they can do business. Now he's like, look, I know you said you wanted a sample of the alcohol 79 to see if it's Cyn approved. So we're gonna give you some and we're gonna see if it's Cyn approved. And she started tasting it. She's like, yeah, this is Cyn approved. And he's like, okay, that's good, that's good, that's good. Now I got this chick, I've been working with. Her name is Precious. What is it? Precious Paris or something like that. And I just wanted to kind of give us a hot 16 for the song. So the young lady, Precious Paris or whatever Paris, she ends up showing up. And he introduces them. She was like, okay, well, I needed somebody for my music. And he's like, well, that's good. That's what I'm here for. And they, sit down and talk. Cyn starts talking about how her brother committed suicide and she's always the person that help people. But he used to call her and she, kind of was too busy for him. And she kind of blames herself for that. And Paris is kind of telling him, look, don't blame yourself for that. I'm sorry that you're going through this. But I also lost, I think she said her sister or her brother, one of her siblings, when she was 17. And how it was hard on them. So they kind of bonded off there. And I was like, yes, because I don't want to see no drama circled around Cyn because she's such a sweet person. She have her crazy moments with Erica. And Erica will make you turn that way. But she's such a sweet person. I don't really want to see no drama circled around her. So next is the Dang on 79 launch. Mr. Rich's party, okay? And he goes in, he introduces Cyn as the new face. And this drunk heifer, Erica, shows up with her little, flunky, whoever the hell it was. And she talking about she had to get her some drinks before she came up there because she wanted to, basically pre-gaming, wants to get the party started so they can have some fun. And she can go see what Cyn doing since she taking money out of her mouth. Food out of her mouth. She gets up. She goes up to Rich. Was like, so I see you always want to fuck my ex, huh? You used to get on me for, effing with her. Now you effing her. He was like, no, that's not even the case. And she's like really just embarrassing herself. Cyn sees her over there acting a fool, and she just kind of just keeping her distance. This bra goes and takes the mic and was like, y'all, I just really want to congratulate, both my exes. All right. Especially Mr. Richie D. He's up in here, he done hooked up with my ex so they could do this brand. And I still love him. I always got love for him. Even though he stole money from me and he done went and hooked up with my ex to get back at me. But don't worry, no matter what you do, Richie, I will always love you. I'm like, oh, this is sad. This is really, really sad. Everybody was standing there looking at her like, this bitch is a mess. Erica, let's have a talk real quick. I don't understand how you want to change your, everybody's perception of you when you go and do shit like that, when you get drunk and then you go out in public. Well, I need you to stop drinking. Stop drinking. It ain't working for you, boo. I'm sorry. I know you party girl and it's good time and all that. It ain't working for you. It's really not. It ain't good. Okay, you look so bad. Don't do that no more. She goes and she's like, grabs the mic again. All right, everyone. It's time for me to leave. I have a fashion show to go, so you all just carry on. And I'm like, bro, is you that much of a attention seeker that you got to go on the mic again to announce that you leaving as if people cared? I'm surprised after she left out that people didn't start clapping. Okay, this broad walks into the mirror. It was like, why was this damn thing open? And I'm just like, oh, Erica. You just made yourself look so bad. I swear you did. I hope you didn't go to a fashion show acting like that afterwards. That is just too embarrassing. But y'all, oh, Paris ends up going to talk to Sin. She's like, okay, so what's up with that bro Erica? Because that shit she pulled at the lunch party of the night, that wasn't cool at all. Sin is like, that's just Erica. Okay, she likes to, take all the attention. It's always like, look at me, look at me, look at me. I'm Erica. And she's like, it's just, that's just what she does. I really just think that she doesn't have closure because we never really said that we were broken up. We never really said that this is the end. And, she needs closure, but she's just going to keep doing this. And Paris is like, look, you need to talk to her. Get closure, okay? Because she can't keep doing this. This looks bad. This looks really bad. And if, don't go to get closure with her, for her, go to get closure for yourself. So, Sans goes to meet with Erica while she doing her photo shoot. And, she's like, look, Erica, I just really want, us to move on and go about our way. And Erica's like, I understand. That's why you hang around Rich because you want to be you want a part of me. Okay, I understand. So you go ahead. You want to move on, Sin? Go move on then. Okay, move on, Sin. Cause I don't understand what you want me to do. Okay. But I want to let you know that I apologize for putting my hands on you. Sin is like, no. She's like, no, for real, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry that I did that. And I just want to let you know that I always loved you. I didn't mean to do it. No. I love you, okay? I love you. And then it was the sad walk off. And I was like, either Erica is getting really good with the acting or I was feeling her like that. I was feeling like that was a genuine moment. Like, I'm sorry for what's happened between us. I love you, but it just spun out of control. Erica really needs a hold on her life. She really does. She needs help. A lot of these people on reality shows that we get so much entertainment from, we laugh, we talk about it. A lot of them do need help. Seriously. Okay? And some of them just need serious prayer. It's sad. It really is. So that's it for this Love and Hip Hop episode review. Y'all like, share, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at Jazz Chapman. And y'all know what? Thanks for watching. You are awesome. Alright, thanks. Peace.